Good morning to you and welcome to my testimony this beautiful Sunday morning. We are at the parking by Radisson in Westlands, an amazing place, beautiful services. You need to check it out. And we are on my test. Every Sunday we bring you my testimony. We get to speak to people who've gone through pain. You know, they have undergone fear, they've gone through brokenness. But out of that, something amazing has emerged out of it. Today we'll be speaking to Kimutai Kemboi, who at one point in his life thought that everything had crashed down on him and there was no hope to move beyond that. But he's moved on, he's doing amazing things, and God has really blessed him. Kimutai, karibu sana.
Thank you.
Good to have you, bro.
I'm really humbled, and thanks for the opportunity.
So Kimutai, you came from Nakuru County. You used to live in the village. And that was your entire life, your childhood, until the point you go to high school. But after high school, that's Form 3?
It was in Form 4.
Form 4.
Yeah, early that year, as I joined Form 4.
You were not able to proceed with your education. And so you thought hustling is a thing to do. Let me go to Nairobi and find something to do.
Yeah, and then I said, back there, people usually say, if you go up there, okay, we usually refer it as up there. If you go up there, there are a lot of money. Yeah. Right. So I just decided, let me go and try my luck.
Okay. So did you know anyone in Nairobi?
I didn't know anyone in Nairobi. I've never been to Nairobi. That was my first time. So I just decided that, let me go.
So you took a matatu in Nakuru?
Yeah, I took a matatu in Nakuru.
All right.
And said I'm heading to Nairobi.
All right.
So I just alighted. I think I was almost in the last one.
Okay.
In that matatu as we entered the stage, because I never knew about any other stopovers along the way.
All right.
So I just waited until I was. He told, this is now the last stage, yeah.
Stage, all right.
Yeah, so I had to alight there.
Okay.
Then I knew nowhere.
Wow, so what happened after that? Where did you go and how did life begin for you in Nairobi?
Okay, while I was at home,
yes.
I used to hear some of my neighbors mentioning about Donholm.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just knew there is a place called Donholm. So after lighting, then I had to ask, where is Donholm?
Okay.
I was someone directed me where it was.
Okay.
I went to their stage. I took a matatu there and headed to Donholm.
To Donholm.
So I lighted there. I knew no one. I knew nowhere.
All right.
And then from there now, and then I said, let me try my luck. So I went asking if I could
get a job.
Get a job, like a garden sport and all that. So there's this guy I met, and I explained to him about everything, how it happened, that
you're here.
Yeah.
Right.
Then I told him that I came from home, I know no one, and I'm looking for a job. Mm-hmm. So he told me that being in Nairobi, it's a strange place, like you know no one. Then
you know no one,
I know
but
no
you
one.
want to start something out.
Yes.
All right.
So he told me that he had a boss,
okay.
And he told me I had to wait until evening. When she returns from her place of work.
Right.
Yeah, so she came, we talked, and she offered me a job.
Wow, as a shamba boy or a gardener?
Yeah, as a gardener.
Okay.
So, because I used to wash her car, to trim the fence and all that. Yeah.
And so that was the beginning of your misery, which will later turn into something else.
Okay, I never expected that it's going to be a misery, because initially it was just like a normal life. It's a normal routine, like you have work, you wake up in the morning, you do your work, and then that was all.
But you had an agenda.
Yes,
Kimutai,
I had.
And your agenda was to get school fees?
Yeah.
And go back to school?
Yes. So actually when I came to Nairobi, I said, let me go and try and hustle if I can save and go back to school. But still, I was still thinking that maybe if I share my story, someone will be, it might see a way on how he
To
or she,
help you.
yeah, to help me.
Wow.
So I was just like, I'll try and save, and if I get like a sponsor, it's well.
The real
The real sponsor now, not the
not
sponsor,
the
the
sponsor we
quoted
know
one.
nowadays.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I worked there for some weeks. Then from that we became so close because I think she was impressed with my work. Cause I was actually I used to wake up early in the morning before she wakes up. After she wakes up, she finds everything is okay. So I think she was impressed with my work.
Right.
During okay, I used to stay in an SQ.
Uh-huh.
Then after she realized that I was hardworking and it's like I had no other issues.
Yes.
Then she gave me a room in her main house.
She trusted you.
Yeah, she trusted me.
All right.
So she gave me a room in her house.
Okay.
Then from there now it's like we became so close because at times we used to share a table, as in a meal on the same table.
Right.
Yeah. So there's this day she asked me.
So it's before that. Would there? So she would go to work.
Yes.
Come back. Were there days she would travel or stay late? Come late.
Yeah,
home?
she used to uh, especially on weekends.
Yes.
She never used to come early.
Okay.
She used to come late.
All right.
Yeah.
And she had 2 children.
Yeah, she had
in
two
boarding
children
school.
in boarding school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you smell any malice? Any?
I didn't.
You were
I
okay.
didn't. Yeah, I was okay, and she was just a nice person.
Right.
Let me say that she was a nice person.
Okay.
So I never thought like
Anything bad will happen. to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
All right. And you're hopeful, of course.
Of course, yeah. I was hopeful, and I saw my dreams
Come true.
come true.
Through that.
Yeah.
So this one day, you're having a meal.
Yeah, it was around 8 o'clock in the evening.
All right.
And we were having a meal. Then now she asked me about my life. Like, you're still young, you're supposed to be in school and all that. But now I desperately wanted to go back to school. So I said I'll open up about
Why you came to Nairobi?
yeah, why I came to Nairobi, why I'm not in school. Then I explained to her everything. I told her the whole story about me. Then she said, I think you have to go back to school.
Right.
And I'm willing to help you.
Okay.
We'll go to a school you will choose.
Okay.
But in one condition.
Did she give you the condition?
She didn't.
She didn't.
Yeah.
And so you
She
left.
just asked me, I'll do it, but in one condition. Then she said, go think about it. Then
Did you think about that condition at
I
that
never,
point?
I never I never had any idea of like an ill imagination of how she might be. It might be an evil condition or something.
All right.
Yeah, because she was so nice. Then I said, then I don't think she had some ill intentions.
Uh-huh.
So I stayed there for about 2 weeks. Then she came. She asked me, "What have you decided?" So it was like I was confused. I was also like shocked. I was desperate. I just said, "Yes, I'm ready."
Okay.
So she asked me. She wanted to sleep with me.
Also, she told you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like I never had a second thought. I just ended up sleeping with her. It happened once, and that made
so it was
that made
that
all
day?
the difference. Yeah, the same day.
And that was.
It
changed
just
your
happened
life.
once. Actually, after that, I stayed there for some 2 more weeks.
All right.
But she never approached me that she wanted like.
Yeah, I mean to continue with
Yeah.
the intimacy.
It just happened one, and that was all.
So it happened once. The following day there was nothing. Things
There was
continued
nothing.
as normal.
Yeah,
And the days that followed.
yeah.
But then after a few weeks, she lost her job, right?
Yeah. After some few weeks, like after about a week or so, she lost her job.
Wow.
And you know, it's like she had a well-being.
Paying job.
Yeah.
Right.
So after she lost her job, she got depressed, and I also think that she knew what
She was doing.
yeah, and she knew what she was going through. So it was a double depression of losing her job and also what she was going through.
What she was going through.
Yeah.
Of course, after that, you decided.
I just saw like there is no hope because she was very depressed. Then I just decided that let me go and try another luck.
All right.
So I just moved out of the place. I met another lady. She offered to take me back to school, but without any condition. So she took me back to school. I completed my studies, high school.
All right. So before even completing your studies, so here you are, you get another job. Someone takes you in, no condition, and you go to school.
Okay, it was not actually another job. She just offered that.
Oh, okay. Just to take you back to school.
Yeah.
And so, but you were helping out. Where were you staying at that point?
At that time, I was staying in what do you call it? It's just a slum in Eastlands.
All right.
Like I can't remember the name because it keeps on changing.
Right.
Yeah. That is where I was staying. She paid me rent for about 2 months. Then after that, she asked me I go to and stay in her rural home.
Okay.
That is where I stayed as I awaited for that year to end, so that I start the school the following year. Yeah.
And then there's this day. Now you've gone through your school, and you're somewhere, and something. I mean, people are doing some stuff. It was in a playground, right?
Yeah, it was just along the road.
It was along the road.
Yeah.
Hold it right there. We'll be coming back with the Kimutai. That one night that she had a sexual affair with this woman was not just a night. Something happened right there. So when we come back, he'll be telling us when he was on the road and doing what he was doing, some people came to him and he discovered something that changed his life to date. So don't go away. This is my testimony.